Coming up on this episode of The Village Idiom.
I'm eyeing up the trash, and I've got a black garbage bag on the go through all the Christmas opening.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just like on top of it as it's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same. Is it just like a dad thing?
Probably.
Don't mess up the house, kids. Such Scrooges.
Yeah.
Dum dum da da, Village Idiom.
Hello and welcome to the Village Idiom.
We are a podcast that every single week we take a popular English saying and we take an admittedly dive, hopefully comedic, once in a while interesting if we're lucky, humorous dive into its usage, its origins, its background, its history. What's another word for all of the things that I've just said?
It's not an admittedly dive. It's an admittedly shallow dive, I think.
Did I say admittedly dive?
I think so. I'm
An
going to play
admittedly
that.
shallow dive, hopefully comedic, once in a while interesting, and if we're lucky, educational dive into its meaning, origin, history, back story. But mostly we use it to hang our otherwise directionless conversation on. My name is Jurassic Mark.
I'm Skinny.
Merry Christmas
Ho,
to
ho,
you.
ho. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were calling me. I'm like, yes, yes, yes.
Is that like some joke somewhere?
What? Yeah, probably.
Probably. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. I mean, there's the clean version, which is what does Santa like to do in the garden?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He likes to ho, ho, ho.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
There's not enough gardening.
Let's leave it at there.
There's not enough gardening jokes, is there?
There really should be a lot more gardening jokes.
So
well,
I heard something that the reindeer
ran over grandma.
No, something about like only like in the wintertime only like females kept their horns or something like that or something.
I don't know these details.
Yeah, it was something like that. The gist of like it was related to, of course, like the ladies are doing all the hard work on Christmas or something, but it was that the female reindeer don't lose their horns, but the males do. And so in all those Santa things with all those reindeers and
those
horns,
are all
they should all be girls.
This shall be
Female.
does.
Doe.
So let's
It
see.
won't be long.
Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Prancer, Vixen. Those could all be girl names, except for Rudolph.
Well, the way you say it makes him sound like he's from the Third Reich.
Which Rudolph?
Rudolph.
Except for Rudolph with
Blitzen?
his shiny nose.
Blitzen. Donner?
Blitzen.
Donner's.
These are all German names.
Is it?
Well, Blitzen.
Blitzen. Like Blitzkrieg. Yeah, Blitzen. Donner. Shirley. What was the other ones?
Wasn't there a Donner family?
Prancer.
The Donner family that all cannibalized themselves?
Jeffrey Donner?
That's Dahmer.
Oh.
And Dahmer.
Don and Donner. Dahmer.
Anyway, today's idiom is going to be introduced to you by the classic, the world-renowned movie Lilo and Stitch 2.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag, just like all the gifts.
This is a wrap.
For every boy and girl.
So are you a fan? I guess we should get this out straight away. Illegitimate children, are you bag people or are you Christmas paper people? Because
Paper.
yeah, it's just too cheating to bag.
No,
bag up.
I don't think I think about it.
Like you just go to the store, like however many bags, boom, done.
Yeah, that's smart. I don't. I sit here for
They're a
hours
dollar.
watching a movie, wrapping everything. Yeah, I'm a Christmas wrapping person, but if I happen to have bags, I'll use them. I'll reuse the gift bags.
Now the next one from there is when Christmas stuff is happening, presents are being opened. Are you eyeing up the bags to collect those for the following year?
No. I'm eyeing up the trash, and I've got a black garbage bag on the go through all the Christmas opening.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just like on top of it as it's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same. Is it just like a dad thing?
Probably.
Don't mess up the house, kids. Such Scrooges.
Yeah. It's like, throw that over here. Yep, throw that over here. And then you have this literally one or two full black garbage bags full of just Christmas wrap. Like, what a waste. Wow.
You don't make pillows out of it? And we give them
Yeah.
to the less fortunate?
Yeah.
Till that first rainy night. Not quite as fun then, is it?
We call it first reindeer night. We keep it
Posturepedic
keep it Christmassy.
deflated.
So in the bag, as much as I chose this because Santa carrying his bag of goodies around means to have something secured up, like it.
Is it a bag?
Sack.
It is a sack.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
But so in the sack, that has something.
That means something different. Yeah. And so does being half in the bag. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
In the bag means you've got something secured. You don't have it.
Like we've got this game in the bag.
Yeah, you haven't actually won the game, but it's in the bag. You haven't actually got the job after the interview, but it's in the bag. You know what I mean?
This is actually really great idiom.
It is. But half in the bag, maybe we'll cover that another time, but that means you're drunk.
You're inebriated.
Yeah. And to get in the sack,
You're sleeping.
you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hitting the hay.
hitting the hay, which could be made up of used Christmas wrap.
Sure, it's entirely possible.
So, but that is why I picked it. I'm like, Crampa. Santa carries around a Christmas sack. I'm like, in the bag. All the presents are in the bag. I'll try and keep it Christmassy. It's why I wore my hat.
Now, when you said
We should have
Crampa,
called each other. Look how ridiculous we look. Like, people are going to think we planned
it's
this.
my office wear. Now, when you said Crampa,
Is that the shirt underneath the shirt that you wore last week?
well, it was laundry. Hello.
I guess, fair enough.
Okay, so I highlighted this shirt. I've been enjoying this. This is fresh off the internet. It's a cell phone
With a
that's-
hand.
with a hand reaching in. It's actually a trap.
Oh, there's a mouse trap.
It's a mouse trap cell phone with some social media thing, so that you're reaching for it, but it's a trap.
Yeah, that's
Sending a
that
message.
says a lot.
It's a lot going on.
But
I just think
it's,
people are checking me out all the time, but maybe they're just looking at my shirts.
But the trap has already been triggered. Like it's not.
Well, what
dangerous.
direction is the hand being? Is the hand going in or the hand being pulled?
Whoa. That's
Whoa!
deep.
Wow! Whoa!
Whoa.
So you said Crampa.
I don't know why I said that.
Well, are you thinking of
I think
Krampus?
No, but that's another Christmas. Does he have a bag?
Yes, he has a bag, and he puts children in them.
So
Kramp-
that's another meaning for in the bag.
Krampus, the German Christmas demon. Children who were bad, like Krampus comes and puts you in a bag and takes you away,
See, I feel like that's
like scaring,
more effective. Like a consequence for being naughty or nice
like abducted by a demon.
versus a
That'll do it.
reward for being naughty or nice. Because
So-
to not get a gift from Santa, is that a consequence or is that just the lack of a reward? Whereas being kidnapped by a demon, that is not the lack of a reward.
That's
That
not
is a
good.
consequence.
That's not good. So if there was like in terms of the stick or the carrot, you think you're going with the Christmas stick, Krampus,
Right.
dragging your childhood self
And Santa's the
directly
carrot.
to hell.
Yeah.
Huh. That seems harsh for being naughty that year.
Don't you think that heavy-handed consequences are more effective? This is not how I parent, just for the record.
No, I don't think they're more effective.
No?
No.
Because in some countries in the world where you can lose a hand for stealing or you can be stoned to death for adultery, crime barely exists. It seems more effective. I'm not saying it's right. In fact, I don't believe it's right at all.
Like chewing gum and caning in like what Asian country was that? People were like chewing gum was illegal, and that if you toss
get
your chewing gum,
caned?
you get caned.
I only associate caning with Korea, but I could be totally wrong.
I don't think Koreans cane.
No.
No, I got in my head like a Cambodia type Thailand situation.
Cambodian. So that's Christmas too. They call it a Camby cane.
You got candy caned. That's like Christmas time when you chew a gum and then some official beats the living snot out of you with a candy cane.
Camby.
A candy cane.
Camby cane.
It's got a hook. It's red and white. Yeah, it was started off just white.
Which are the Cambodian colors?
That's the flag. That's the mast of the Cambodian flag.
Anyway, to have it in the bag means you have security. You are so confident that you've got that thing. Did the loan come through? No, but it's in the bag.
It's in the bag. We got this.
Yeah.
All instincts
Did
tell
you get
me
the record deal?
don't get excited until it's signed.
Until you're holding the
It's-
bag?
Yeah, till the bag
Till
is
you
done.
open the
Till I
bag.
open it. It's filled with the loan money.
Exactly. Yeah.
The record deal is signed.
Yeah.
Spotify finally agrees to take us on. Yeah.
Then
at that moment,
then
then
there's
you go
been
out for
moments in
lunch.
life where I'm like, it's in the bag, and it hasn't happened. The bag has been empty. That's true. So I've got.
which is different than being bagged.
Oh, that just means tired.
Yeah.
Interesting. So many bag references.
It's the bag lady.
Yeah,
Anyways.
biting my tongue.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a little game with you again.
Sounds fun.
See if you can guess where the origin story of something being in the bag, meaning you have secured it. It's almost a for sure thing.
Village Idiom children, play along with me right now.
Here's your choices.
Okay.
Did having it in the bag come from 1, baseball superstitions, 2, Santa Claus excuses? You have to brainstorm about that one. 3, mailroom type jobs.
Oh, wow. Okay, you got me on A and C. Okay, so
Baseball superstitions.
I'm going to go with B.
Santa Claus excuses.
Okay, so B is not it. It's got to
Okay.
be in the bag.
So baseball superstitions or mailroom type jobs.
So I'm trying to think of where to use a bag. Like maybe the bag. Like the bags, like where your feet slide and the bases. That's called the bag. In baseball, I'm like, they don't use bags in baseball.
I love.
I'm gonna go Village Idiom children. What are you going? I think B is like
Out.
You are out. You've had too much eggnog this season.
See, I'm thinking like
One too many hot toddies if
dad
you
at
choose
Christmas. Dad, is Santa gonna get me the blah 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 blah? Yeah, it's already in his bag.
Well, so which makes me think mailroom.
Mailroom, you've got
That if you
all
call
the
it's like
mail.
it's in the bag.
It's in the bag. It's coming up to the 14th floor. Baseball superstitions. You've got the home plate is actually home plate. I don't think is a bag, but first, second, third
are
bags.
definitely bags. I don't think they use bags elsewhere. I would play baseball, maybe to carry stuff, but like every sport,
There's a ball bag.
Yeah,
Carry all the balls.
there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna go C.
C, mailroom type jobs. Well, would you like to find out the answer?
Yep.
All right. Well,
Let's do it.
Let's
Village Idiom children. Did you pick A or C? You better not pick B.
You just want support?
Yeah.
Let's take a dive.
I said some words, where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know. I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origins.
Woo! That is a good guitar solo.
Air Guitar Nation.
What? It's like the best jingle. It's got a lot of falsetto. It's got ridiculous lyrics and a guitar solo.
It's pretty amazing.
It's checking all the boxes.
Dobby for the win.
All right, so let's get into the dirty and the nerdy when it comes to the origins of in the bag. The term in the bag, with the meaning of virtually secured, is American. And
Okay.
it came into being in the early 20th century. Is it narrowing it down for you yet?
I'm thinking that the post office is like from 1700, so
It
this
is
isn't looking
slightly predated by an Australian/New Zealand version of in the bag, which had a different meaning.
good. Is it a cricket reference?
That was in use by 1900 and is defined here. This is a later citation, but Sidney John Baker's The Australian Language, 1945. A horse set to lose a race is said to be in the bag. So it's the opposite meaning. A horse set to lose the race is said to be in the bag.
What?
But that is not the origins of this one.
Well, 'cause
that
it
is
wasn't a choice.
Yeah. So that isn't the meaning of the phrase we're currently talking about. The current version was coined because of a tradition of the New York Giants baseball team.
It was baseball.
Specifically, the New York Giants.
Dun, dun,
This was
dun.
recorded in May 1920 in the Ohio newspaper, the Mansfield News. It goes like this. An old superstition was revived at the Polo Grounds, New York, recently when Eddie Sicking was dispatched to the clubhouse with the ball bag at the start of the 9th possession of a one-run lead. This superstition originated during the run of 26 consecutive victories made by the Giants in 1916. The significance of it resting in a belief that if the bag of balls is carried off the field at the stage of the game when the Giants are in the lead, then the game is in the bag and cannot be lost.
Wow.
So if the Giants are ahead, they gathered up the balls, a ball bag. The game was in the bag, and they walked off.
Makes
and they had a
sense.
26 consecutive win victory because of that superstition.
Baseball, A or C, fell apart there.
Yeah.
Sad way to end the year.
So it wasn't the bases. It was literally the ball bag. The game was said to be in there with
Well,
the
it had
balls.
nothing to do with the bases.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Ball bag.
The ball bag.
The ball
being
bag.
carried off the field. If you take it off the field while you're ahead, you're going to win. Because the game is over. It's in the bag.
Baseball players are crazy superstitious.
It's true.
Yeah, if I go out, you leave the dugout and you always touch first base or you always touch third base or whatever. Like they have these little traditions that you must do this or, you must put this type of the black stuff or you got to do these certain things. You got to touch your hat a certain way.
Michael Jordan wore his North Carolina team shorts under his Chicago Bulls shorts. The same sort of reason. Everybody's got a lot of athletes. Do you have anything that you're kind of superstitious about? I know you're a religious person, so
No, I don't think
typically
things work that way.
Superstition goes out the window, but
It's funny. I say that. So as like a Christian person, I can very much appreciate that it's like, I believe that virgins had babies. I believe that people who didn't see can now see. So I appreciate that I believe some crazy things.
Right.
And so when someone says to me, oh, if you wear these shorts underneath these shorts and we're guaranteed to win, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
like you have your thing that because I also believe some stuff that's pretty wild.
right.
Yeah.
And I think it's healthy to be aware that for anybody who has a faith, to be aware that, okay, there's at least a reason to think I'm crazy, even if you believe to have enough evidence to back everything that you believe. It still requires a little bit of faith, thus the word. Mm-hmm. But to be aware that somebody else might think you're crazy.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, I had a fantastic conversation and I'm very mindful, respectful of all these things, how we say it. Had a conversation with a family member about some the trans-related issues that are things that are happening in society, and just as as you kind of process it through.
I actually think they're increasing the transit system in the Lower Mainland.
Oh yeah, for sure. That having an objective thing that we agree upon as a reality, and that there are things that are okay, you believe that. But that it's not like in the same way as I can't put faith inside of a Bunsen burner, that there's some extensions where it goes outside the realm of fact, and it's like you believe this like a religion. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think the understanding, we're getting serious here, but
it's Christmas. Where's the nog, baby?
To have understanding towards anybody's feelings, it I think goes a long ways. Even to be able to defend the other side is going to help you understand their side, even if you still come to the conclusion.
You need to be able to articulate what's going on in order for you to kind of get a grasp on, this is how a person's point of view. Because I believe some stuff that, but I'm also not asking you to, unless you believe my stuff, that I should go to jail. So
right.
So there are some differences.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah,
if you say, virgins don't give birth to babies, I go, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. Pass the nog. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's not a hate crime.
Nog is the thread through this conversation.
Oh, I love the nog.
Do you?
Yeah. They're like, oh, get the light nog. You can have twice as much, I guess. No, I just have the regular nog and still have twice as much. Oh, the nog is so good.
So do you ever do this? Do you ever do eggnog and ginger ale?
No, eggnog lattes. That's
I'm not a coffee drinker, but somebody introduced that to me a couple years ago. I'm like, that sounds awful. And then I had it, and I'm like, that sounds amazing. It's great.
Does it taste good?
I love it. Eggnog and ginger ale.
Does it foam like crazy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
not like crazy.
I'm going to try it.
A little bit.
Usually when you put milk with anything carbonated like that.
It's not milk. It's egg.
Well.
It's in the name.
The nog part, maybe.
I use eggnog on Saturday mornings for scrambled eggs.
Well, that's good.
It's just a carton of beaten eggs.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Ironically, I've made eggnog So
You made from scratch.
yes, from scratch.
What?
Yes. So I know that. So it doesn't have milk, but it does have cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of it. Yeah, it is. It
I-
is sugar
I-
and cream and eggs.
I stumbled across last year an eggnog, coconut milk based one, coconut eggnog, and it had just a hint of the coconut taste.
Coconog.
Coconog, and it was delicious.
Everybody
I loved it.
knows.
Where's this going?
I was doing that.
Oh, coconog,
A little place called Coconog.
coconoggin.
The Coconoggin.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. It sounds
Awesome.
sounds
It's-
more tropical than it is.
The Coconoggin.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. You should do PR for that area.
We're
Kelowna, the
those-
Coconoggin.
For those who don't know, there's an area in British Columbia called the Okanagan.
Yeah, in the summer it's beautiful. In the winter,
I had to clarify for our many listeners outside of
what
Canada.
are they talking about? Yes, the Coconoggin. Anyways,
So yeah, I thought that was an interesting origin story. That it's always satisfying when there's a specific or like this came from this event, and now we all use this. New York Giants, thank you for
Wow.
it's in the bag.
it's in the bag, baby. It's in the bag.
You know, we're never going to cover this one because it's only relatively an idiom, but cougar, referring to a woman in her 30s or 40s going after a younger hot guy. We call them a cougar. That comes from the Vancouver Canucks.
What?
You can look it up. It is origin story is groupies of the Vancouver Canucks, and the team started calling them cougars. And it's
So,
North American wide. It's in movies.
I will add to your tale this whole thing called the feline scale.
Is this the where you tell a story slightly better than mine?
I will add to your tale.
Okay.
So, in the geocaching land, you're making puzzles and you're trying to get people to zone in on numbers. And so, in the quest of cougar, not personal quest, but just quest, finding numbers, there is a range of scales that go all the way from like 18 all the way through to like 99 or 100 called the feline scale.
Okay.
And so cougar is in that range, but it's like if you're in the...
Is this about large cats or is it still about women?
No, this is about ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, like in the 20 to 29, you were a puma.
Oh, I see.
One of the captions were like Judi Dench is a lioness. Like
Oh,
that.
interesting.
So each decade kind of had its own thing.
Wow.
Yeah, in the feline scale.
Wow.
Check that out.
Well, all I know is Eartha Kitt was Catwoman.
Halle Berry,
Was also Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Was also Catwoman.
Think
Anyway.
about that.
I think we all learned a little something today. I've got a game.
Zoe
what?
Kravitz.
She was Catwoman?
Yeah, in the new Batman
Have I not seen the new Batman?
with the Twilight guy.
I haven't seen it.
Well, it's fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
You got something to watch this tonight.
How did Michelle Pfeiffer get the Catwoman gig?
I don't know. She was in like the
Because Eartha
Michael-
Kitt was, I think, it was a major deal for a woman of color to get that role. And it's been Halle Berry and Zoe Kravitz. And how did Michelle Pfeiffer get in there?
because she did that movie where she was like a teacher in the hood, and then they accepted her.
That's so great. What a great answer. She did do that movie.
She did. I can't remember what the movie was
I don't
called. It was a
know.
good movie. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, you want to play a game?
I do. I love a good game. Let's hear it.
Well, we have a game that is going to play an ad first, apparently.
Well, I'll speak over
Because I wasn't ready. We have a game that is called Riddlink, and it takes a two-part trivia-based question, requires a two-part but overlapping answer, overlapping by sound, syllable, word, or word. So, for example, let me give you an example. Would you like an example? I'm going to read you an example.
Love one.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if you had time to think about this.
I didn't. No.
But you quickly know you don't know, which means you did think about it.
Well, briefly about 50 Cent, and then it was
So,
Curtis Jackson, and then
Keeping a tale brief. So the idiom last week was make a long story short. And the Riddlink question was, keeping a tale brief is who and why 50 Cent said go in the club. So
I'm
we've
not
got
up on my
long
rap.
story short, and then it was, shorty, it's your birthday. He says go, shorty. So that's why I said go in the puzzle part. Long story shorty, it's your birthday. Nobody's gonna get
that's
that.
funny. That's
I didn't hear from anybody.
Okay.
It was difficultedly worded.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, but that is how you play. You got two answers. Long story short and shorty, it's your birthday. Correct
your
answer
birthday.
is long story shorty, it's your birthday.
Got it. Well, I've got 2.
I got a couple.
Let me go first here.
You always want to go first.
We've got this for sure in Iraq's capital.
Nice. I got it.
Okay.
Say it again.
We've got this for sure in Iraq's capital.
It's in the Baghdad.
Yes.
It's
It's in the Baghdad.
That's what you'd say to your father when.
Where's your sporting goods, son?
It's in the Baghdad. All right. Let me give you one. Let's see, which one should I give you first? I'll give you the easy one.
Okay.
I don't have it, but I basically have it. Bilbo.
Oh.
I don't have it, but I basically have it, Bilbo.
Oh, it's in the bag end.
What was that?
It's in the bag end.
Close.
Bag in? Bag end.
Baggins. Bilbo Baggins.
Okay, so his home is bag end.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah. Yes, of course it is.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
I doubt. See, you're more of a Lord of the Rings fan than me, so I doubted myself for a second. But I'm like, no, I looked it up last night.
Yeah, he's definitely a bag ends, but the home is bag end. Yeah.
Yeah, in
Awesome.
the Baggins.
In the bag end.
Would it work too?
The word was with God. In the bag end. Yeah. That's a little John. That's a little John
Dis.
humor for you.
Little John Dis.
Ready? With 1,100 locations, we're your host from coast to coast.
What?
We've got this for certain.
Say it again.
Okay, with 1,100 locations, we're your host from coast to coast. We've got this for certain.
Man, I don't think I know.
Well, it is a hotel chain with many a slogan, but many included this particular word.
Let's go with holiday in the bag.
Holiday in the bag.
Is it?
Yeah, you got this.
Man, I didn't know their slogan.
Yeah, they had like 6, 7, 8, but it was like some of them had the word in it.
I was like, how many have
America's
the word
innkeeper or something, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you can't use that.
Can't use it,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Host ghost. I've heard it. I just couldn't have told you that it was Holiday Inn.
Well, you got it anyways.
Is there
Your
one?
keen intellect, pushed through, your tenacity, your veracity,
No room.
your
at
elasticity,
No room at the
your
end of the bag.
sastity. I don't know. Well,
Plasticity.
this next one coming up is going to be for you, illegitimate children. Merry Christmas! It's our gift to you. This little riddling.
You're welcome.
Don't say we never got you nothing nice. It is an idiom with thought.
I should tell you.
It was wrapped and not put in a bag. It's so good.
I heard from
better be a good one.
Danglino.
Okay.
And he finally received his stickers. After like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Wow.
He got his Village Idiom stickers.
They got hung up in the mail somewhere.
Somewhere. It was in the bag.
Anyway, okay, I'm glad he got them.
If you'd like stickers or like to play along with Riddlink, Skinny's got some info for you.
You can reach out to us on Instagram at the.village.idiom or email us thevillageidiompodcast at gmail.com. Or whether it's the Facebook, the YouTubes, or the Twitters at 3 Minutes Gone.
Exactamundo. Okay, here's the final one. This liquid cold curing meal is what the New York Giants had about stealing the ball bag. One more time. This liquid cold curing meal is what the New York Giants had about stealing the ball bag.
And that is 3 Minutes Gone.
Thinking?
Well, I've got a couple that come to mind, but
I think you can get this one. Yeah.
okay, we'll chew on it out there.
Chew on it.
Merry Christmas, Village-Idiom
Merry
children.
Christmas.
From all of ours to all of yours, have a fantastic Christmas season. Get nogged, and there you go. I'm Skinny,
How Jurassic Park.
and these are the Village Idioms.
Last 3 minutes